Hello everybody, hope everybody's doing well, and thank you for watching. So I wanted to share with you some embellishments, as some of you who have been following and watching my latest videos, you guys know that I am working on a binder embellishment book. So I want to do an embellishment binder with different types of embellishments for a friend. So these are some butterflies that I made. These are bigger. This is a set. And then here's another set. These are a lot smaller, as you can see. There's two sizes. There's that one and there's that one. So those are small, but I like the size because you can add them to any type of project that you would like. And then these are a lot bigger. They're still pretty. And you can add these to cards. They can be added to different types of projects. So they're very pretty. So the last time that I made the bow embellishments, a friend of mine, Margarita, hi Margarita, if you're watching. So Margarita wanted to know if maybe Temu had a similar die, and I'm sure that they do have, bow dies as well. The die that I had used was the Griffin die for the bows. I'm sure they have something, that has a bow. I don't know about how similar it might be. But when I decided to make, I do have some dies that are flat, like a one layer bows from AliExpress that I had purchased a while back. So I will be making some embellishments with those, so you guys can see the difference between the Griffin metal dies and the ones from AliExpress. So when I decided to do the butterfly embellishments, it made me think, okay, some of you might be wondering, well, is there something, something that we can get on a better price? I'm not saying these were expensive. Let me show you what dies I used. But I just wanted to bring you different types of dies. They're very similar, as you can see. They're both they look very delicate, the top part. They have a lot of detail, both of them. And if I was to ask you, which ones do you think I purchased from AliExpress, because one set, these are two different sets, like I said. If you were to choose, which one do you think I purchased from AliExpress? The die for these or the dies that I used to make these? They're both very intricate with the top layer, as you can see, very delicate. So if you had to choose, let me know in the comments below, which die set do you think came from AliExpress? I like both of them, but let me show you. Okay, so for these, the bigger ones, I use these right here. I use these, and these are about, the biggest one is almost 2 3/4, and then the smaller one is like 2 1/4. So these are the dies that I used for these butterflies right here. And then let me show you the smaller dies that I used for the smaller butterflies. These right here. These are the dies to make the smaller ones. All right, so in the comments down below, please let me know which ones you think came from AliExpress. The small butterflies or the bigger butterflies. So the bigger butterflies, those are from the Crafter's Companion. I had bought this die at a Tuesday morning, which sadly we don't have a Tuesday morning anymore, which is why I wanted to show you that there are other options. So if you pick the smaller ones, the smaller butterflies, you are correct. This die set did come from AliExpress. So you can find some really nice dies on AliExpress, and they do cut well. But like I was telling you, the bigger ones are my Crafter's Companion, and they are from the Peony collection, the Nature's Garden by Crafter's Companion. And I paid $6, $5.99 at Tuesday morning. Obviously, if I had to pay retail price, it would be, you know, a little bit more. And these right here, the smaller ones, I only paid like under $3 from AliExpress. So I just wanted to show you that you can find some nice dies like on AliExpress or Temu or SHEIN, and they work okay. At least these, they work okay, and these are one of my favorite dies that I go to. I have another die from Griffin that has small butterflies. Let me show you. I've been working on, like I said, embellishments. But these are the dies that I'm talking about, the Griffin dies. And to be honest with you, I prefer this AliExpress die over the Griffin, just because of the intricate, how delicate this, the top part is. It looks very, like fancy. It looks very delicate. And I really like that design. So these are my Griffin dies that I have for butterflies. There are like 6 different designs, just like the bow. But I prefer this die over my Griffin and over my Crafter's Companion, just because these are a lot bigger and I like this size. This size is just perfect to embellish any type of project, any type of embellishment. It wouldn't be too big to add it to your projects. It's just like the perfect size. Let me tell you how big these are. Like the biggest one is about 1.5 and the small one is about 1 inch. So about 1.5 and 1 inch. This is why I prefer my AliExpress die over my Griffin and over my Crafter's Companion. So let me know what you guys think. I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter like what kind of products you have. It's how you use them. How creative can you get with them? And remember the last time with the bows, I talked about layering. As you can see, some of these are layered with the small butterfly with the bigger ones. And there's different, I added some, this one right here, I like to add vellum. But the thing about vellum, it's a lot thicker. It's thicker than, and a cheaper way is using tracing paper. I like to use tracing paper. It's cheaper than vellum. You can pretty much, I guess, get it anywhere, I'm assuming. I mean, the one that I get it at Five Below. And it's only $5 for a big pack. So I like to use tracing paper as vellum. If you want to use vellum, that's fine. But I like using tracing paper. It's cheaper and I get a big book of it at Five Below. So I like to layer that too, to give it some more texture to it and make it look more like a delicate butterfly. So yeah, you can layer them. Like this one, I just left the gold part, but this one does have the tracing paper. This one over here that I was holding, this one is thicker, so that is vellum. I did use a light green vellum, whereas this one, it's just tracing paper. But I honestly like the tracing paper over the vellum, just because of how translucent it is. You can see, I feel like you can see the color from the bottom paper. You can see the image a little bit better than vellum paper. But yeah, these are my embellishments that I made. And let me show you some cards that I did using my small butterfly embellishments right here on this side. So this is one that I made. I did use some of that Maggie Holmes paper and a sentiment, and I used a cutout that somebody had gifted me. I believe it was Dana, on a swap, and it has a butterfly. The cutout had a butterfly image, so I just added the butterfly over it to give it more dimension, as if the butterfly is, you know, flying or landed on the card. So that's the first card. I only did 4. I just wanted to show you, you know, how I like to use these. Of course, my number one way to use these are to embellish things, to do embellishments. But you can also use them on cards like I did right here. So here's another Maggie Holmes card that I did using some of the cut apart tags from the collection, and I just added a sentiment, thinking of you, and I added my butterfly right there. And then these are other card. This other card has a cut apart that Dana had gifted me on a swap that we did a while back for Easter. And here's another butterfly, and I like how they turned out. I mean, you know, embellishments. I love how embellishments, when it's a 3D embellishment, the effect that it gives the card. So I really like that, and I use the same sentiment, thinking of you. And then here is the last one. I messed this up a little bit right there. I used that what's that thing called, glossy accents, and I touched it accidentally, so I put some right there on the card. And then here's the butterfly that I added on the corner. So that's, you know, that's how I like to use my tiny butterflies. They go so perfect on cards. But I mean, you can still use the bigger ones on cards too. I mean, you know, they could be like the focal point of a card. You can just put it in the center and it will look nice as well as the focal point, or the medium one. That would have worked well too. But like I said, I kind of like my embellishments a little bit on the smaller side, not too big, not, you know, not too small. I do like small embellishments, but I don't have patience for small embellishments or putting things together that are really small and tiny. I am working on them, you know. I mean, there's a lot of cute things out there that are small. So yeah, so these are just the cards that I made using the embellishments to show you how I like using them. So I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys like the cards and the embellishments. Don't forget, let me know which die did you think was from AliExpress. Write it down in the comments below. Have a good day. Have a blessed day. Remember to subscribe. Till next time. Bye-bye.